Okay, sorry for the change in perspective. The glare from the sun is just like, throwing a, what do they call it, a light lens flare on the phone. So I just changed it so it's resting on my steering wheel. This is a video about failure. All right. Just recently I was humbled on something, and somewhat serious. I got called in for it, and they're like, "Hey, why?" And I got read the riot act because and the upshot of it was like, "Oh, we expected better from you, Ray. You're one of our charge nurses," and I was like, so, I was like, that's not the impetus or stimulant that would prodding that would motivate me. I had made another video about it, talking about titles and stuff like that, and I said I don't really give a crap. But I did take the failure to heart, and I learned from it. It's like my girlfriend was saying, "Well, you'll never make that dumb mistake again." I was like, "Yeah, I know, right? And what are you gonna do?" But a lot of you may be having trouble in nursing school, or on the way to nursing school, or even after nursing school, what have you. I would say half of the guys, I hung out more with the guys in nursing school, obviously, than the girls, because it's kind of creepy for a 50-year-old guy to hang out with young ladies. And I tried to explain that to my educator. She was like, "Oh, send these the newbies a welcome and do the extended, and try to mentor them." I was like, I'm 50 years old. I'm older than some of their parents. Are you kidding me? That's super gross and super creepy. No, I can't do that. The guys, I could do that. Not to be sexist, whatever, but it's just like, guys to guys, it's what have you. I can relate to them and talk with them much easier and less creepily, right? Not always that, that, obviously there's a predomination of other sexual lifestyles in our industry, to say the least. I'm getting off the rails. Okay, let me go back. So basically, half of my guy friends failed nursing school. Maybe a little bit more, but they're going to associate it, like not friends I pal around with, but guys I knew and we chatted and sought help and advice. Half of them failed, maybe 2/3, but and more actually that I know of, but again, I wasn't friends with a lot. So some of the other ones that are more peripherals, but my friends all came back. They're all RNs now. They came back, whether it was nursing 1, they failed, nursing 2, they failed, what have you. They came back, and the failure gave them more drive. They didn't, and that was something I try to counsel and mentor them and teach them. Say, look, and a lot of them knew themselves. They weren't like 20-year-olds. Some of them were 20-year-olds. Some of them were 30-year-olds, and in between. But I told them, don't look at the failure as a deterrent. That's just like, what? Think of it as a stimulant. As a goading. A prodding you along. Stimulant is good, because and talking guys to guys. I said, look, when you work out, where is your hypertrophy coming in? Is it that last set you complete? No. A lot of the real lifters, they don't count anymore. They don't count. They count to a point to say, okay, I did that many reps. Let's add a weight, right? You work till failure. It's that last rep or semi-rep of failure that throws you into hypertrophy, okay? Because your body's like, oh, we need to be stronger to lift this weight, to push this weight, to do whatever, to achieve success. So don't look at failure as a deterrent. Think of it as a stimulant. That's my my advice to some people that are having trouble, I know a lot of people in nursing school, and they're worried about it. They're in prereqs, they're in school, my daughter being one of them, and I said, look, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would. It's like people giving parenting advice. Yeah, I think it's so freaking easy. It's not, right? It's hard. It's hard for a reason. Split custody is hard. It's hard for a reason. You got some special advice out there? Share it. Please put a YouTube up and share it. Let us all succeed from that. This is not magic formula advice. This is just my advice to you. Sometimes it works for some people. Like I said, half that portion of my friends or people I knew in nursing school succeeded after their failure. So please don't give up. Keep trying, but don't not change. Change. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over and think something's going to magically change. You have to be that change. You have to be that adjustment. You have to make that change, because what you did before wasn't working. So you have to make a change, whether it's changing schedule, changing time, change the way you study, what have you, changing school, changing, preparation, maybe your diet, maybe your health, whatever. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep. Never know. All these little factors, you want to pile into your corner and improve your odds. So don't give up. Is what the video's for. It's just video of encouragement out there. Okay? Good luck, guys.